Istanbul's Coffee Expo opens this Friday, which comes amid a surge in household spending on industrial coffee technology. The trend is expected to double the grinding machine sector's value within a decade. The event will serve as a premier showcase for professional-grade innovations as the industry adapts to rapid domestic and commercial growth. Investors are tracking a significant jump in value from $414 million last year to nearly $1 billion over the next decade. This growth represents a projected 6% compound annual rate as the sector matures into a mainstream consumer category. The high-end discs, also called burrs, used for the coffee grinders, is currently outperforming cheaper blade alternatives and dominating nearly two-thirds of total product revenue. Consumer willingness to pay for quality differentiation is fueling this $270 million subsector. The household spending for quality coffee grinding equipment is now outpacing the commercial food service industry. The residential application segment commands over half of the market as home brewing remains a resilient economic trend. Robust consumer expenditure in the EU is particularly notable, leading global growth with a 6% increase. And joining me now in the studio is Luca Nunzi, who's the Global Sales Director at Eureka, a coffee grinder manufacturer based in Florence, Italy. It's good to have you on the programme with us, Luca. Firstly, why are we seeing such a shift in consumer trends?
I think we are living an evolution of the sector. That's why also a lot of investors are looking at this sector because they can see the stability of the growth, sustainable growth and resilience. Indeed, there is a good segmentation of the business, of the segments, and if you think that we can have fully automatic coffee machines, traditional coffee equipment segment, home and outside. So there is a lot of space to grow and much competition as well.
Right, and are we starting to see brands like Eureka now being valued as tech stocks? And is a 6% growth enough to lure in institutional investors?
As I was saying before, so investors look at the market because of the stability, because of a stable growth, not like, not only for tech reasons or volatile reasons, because they can see high demand and long-term demand. Just think that every day most of people drink 2 or 3 cups of coffee all over the world. So the demand is very high and the long-term demand. So they can see the future.
So what does this 58% residential market share tell us about the economy when home spending on prosumer gear is outperforming the food service sector?
Let's say there is a combination of segments. Home market is growing, but this is not about the outside market is decreasing. This is about because home market is, let's say, is getting focus on quality and much more experience at home. Home consumers want to take under control the experience from coffee beans to the result in the cup. If you think also that coffee shops, independent coffee shops are growing a lot in Istanbul, in London, in Berlin, in the US. Coffee shop is considered a third place, social place to work remotely, to meet people and to chat. There are 2 different experiences.
Right, and Europe is seeing a 6% growth. Is this a sustainable lead or has the region reached a peak for high-end burr technology? How much room is there for growth?
There is room for the growth for every segment, but we need to be, let's say, we need to be focused on technology as well. We need to invest. We need to keep investing. At Eureka, for example, we are keep investing a lot. 5% of our global revenue are invested in research and development because tech, AI, IoT will be essential in the future. Still, the niche of the market, but will be essential.
And to capture this almost $350 million opportunity, how must manufacturers pivot capital expenditure towards digital infrastructure?
Digital channels are the present and the future. Regarding coffee equipment, physical stores are still very attractive and present in the markets. For example, regarding urban cities like Istanbul, like Berlin, Milano, London, it's important for home consumers to get in the stores, to touch the coffee equipment, to enjoy the experience, to try before buying. But of course, the digital channels will be very important in the future, and it reflects also the younger generation's evolution. They want to have fast access to online reviews, and they want to compare in a digital community before buying.
All right, Luca, we'll have to leave it there. Luca Nunzi, Global Sales Director at Eureka. Great to have you on the programme with us.
Thank you very much.